Yo, what's going on, guys? King here. In today's video, I want to take you through a heavy bolt rifle build for the tactical class in patch 11.2 of Space Marine 2. This build is going to help you complete those absolute operations, hard daily and hard weekly stratagems, and the heavy bolt rifle received some buffs upon the release of patch 11.0, which was a base damage increase of 13% for all variants, including the scoped variant. So very fun weapon to play with, and along with perks like Emperor's Vengeance right here for the tactical, killing a Majoris level or higher enemy restores your primary weapon's ammo by 1 magazine, cannot exceed ammo capacity, cooldown is 30 seconds. You basically create a weapon that does not run out of ammo. So the way we're going to build the heavy bolt rifle here is primarily for headshot damage, and it is absolutely devastating. So the first perk we're going to take for the heavy bolt rifle is going to be Headhunter. Headshots deal 10% more damage. Then we're going to take Adamant Hunter when your health is below 30%. Headshots deal 25% more damage. And then we're going to take Fast Reload. This weapon reloads 10% faster. Following that, we're going to take Able Reload. After using a class ability, the equipped weapon instantly reloads. Moving into, again, Headhunter. And we are going to stack a Great Might on top of that. Damage increases by 10% against Terminus level enemies. And more importantly, we are going to be taking Tactical Precision. Headshots deal 20% more damage. Non-headshot damage decreases by 10%. This is extremely important perk for this build specifically because headshot damage is king for bolt weapons in Space Marine 2. Body shots do not really deal significant amount of damage, and headshots are gonna be the option to aim for, especially when you want to knock Majoris, Extremis, Terminus level enemies, chunk down their health, knock them all into an executionable state. So Tactical Precision is the perk we're going to want to take here. And after that, we are going to follow that up with Recruitment. Killing a Majoris level or higher enemy with a headshot with this weapon restores 1 armor segment. Cooldown is 15 seconds. Recruitment is also an extremely important perk for this build because the tactical in Space Marine 2 is a relatively squishy class. It doesn't have a lot of armor or health regen perks, so taking a perk like Recruitment is going to help you time and time again, especially when you are shooting from long range with the heavy bolt pistol to get headshot kills. Following that, we are going to take Rapid Health when your health is below 30%. Killing 7 enemies in rapid succession restores your health by 10%. And then we are going to take Perpetual Penetration here, but more importantly, taking this to move into the 2 next perks, being Reloading Immunity. While reloading, you do not lose control from heavy hits. And Divine Might. Damage increases by 10%. For the secondary weapon, we actually are going to take the Honorific Bolt Pistol. Honorific Bolt Pistol is a 3-round burst weapon and is really, in comparison to the other bolt pistols, the strongest variant in terms of stats. The bolt pistol did receive a bunch of buffs as well for its actual base damage. So very, very fun weapon to use. But as far as the perk tree, this is the way we're going to build it out. Starting with Great Might, damage increases by 10% against Terminus level enemies. Moving into Retaliation, after a perfectly timed dodge, you deal 25% more damage for 10 seconds, which 10 seconds is a very long uptime after a perfectly timed dodge to deal an additional 25% more damage. And we're going to move into Iron Grip. After a gun strike, recoil is reduced by 35% for 10 seconds. Along with this, we do end up taking the Balanced Chainsword variant. You could also take the Block Chainsword variant for additional armor restore and AoE attack following 2 perfect blocks. But we do want to use the gunstrike mechanic for this weapon to play into the Honorific Bolt Pistol. So that is why we are going to be taking the balanced variant of the Chainsword. But following Iron Grip, we are going to take Divine Might, damage increased by 10% into Extended Magazine. Magazine size increases by 15% the maximum, and we are going to stack Headhunter on top of that, headshots dealing 10% more damage. We're going to follow that up with Elite Hunter after killing a Majoris level or higher enemy with a melee weapon. Headshots deal 50% more damage for 10 seconds. And this puts almost the Honorific Bolt Pistol on par with the amount of damage and breakpoints you're going to be able to hit when you are playing with the heavy bolt rifle. So that 50% increase of headshot damage after a melee finisher on a Majoris level or higher enemy for a long uptime of 10 seconds is extremely fun to play with and will knock a lot of those Majoris Extremis level enemies into an executionable state very, very quickly. Following that, we're going to take Headhunter again, and we are going to finish up the perk tree with Extended Magazine. Magazine size increases by 15% of the maximum. Like I said, we are going to be taking the Coulier's Teeth variant, Balanced Chainsword variant, for this perk build out specifically, and here's the perk setup. Perpetual Strength first, melee damage increased by 5%, moving into Swift Recovery. Heavy attacks restore 100% more contested health, applies to the following attacks: Quick Punch, Front Kick, Shoulder Bash, and Stomp. Then we're going to move into Perpetual Strength again, and another Perpetual Strength. And then we're going to take Saw Blade. Light combo length increases from 4 to 5 strikes. And we're going to take Heavy Onslaught. Heavy attacks with this weapon deal 15% more melee damage, along with Combined Onslaught. Light combo attacks with this weapon deal 10% more melee damage. We're also going to take Full Throttle for the combo skip. So if you're unaware, Full Throttle will completely skip the first attack of your Chainsword, which is an overhead strike. It will move directly into a side swipe, which would then allow you to shoulder bash off of a 2-hit combo. So very, very powerful, allow you to get contested health back very quickly, and also knocks enemies into an executionable state that much faster. Following that, we're going to take Menorah Slayer. Melee damage against Menorah level enemies increases by 20%, and we're going to finish up with Extremis Slayer. Melee damage against Extremis level enemies increases by 15%. For the actual perk tree, here's the setup. We are going to start off with the perk balance distribution. Your primary weapon deals 10% more damage, but your secondary weapon deals 10% less damage. And along with that perk, on the heavy bolt pistol, dealing 50% more damage following a Majoris level or higher execution with a melee weapon, you're really getting a huge benefit with the 10% additional damage to your primary and not really losing that much downside to your secondary weapon damage. After that, we're going to take Heightened Vigor. After a perfectly timed parry, block, or dodge, you deal 10% more melee and gun strike damage, do not lose control upon taking heavy hits, and cannot be knocked back for 10 seconds. So we really get the most out of this perk using the balance variant of the Chainsword with the 10% additional melee damage and gun strike damage. So that is why we're going to go with Heightened Vigor. And then following that, we're going to take Emperor's Vengeance, like I mentioned before, to make sure our primary weapon never runs out of ammo after killing a Majoris level or higher enemy. For the team perk, we're going to take Transhuman Physiology. All squad members restore 30% more contested health from range damage. Very, very important, especially in those fights where you are taking range damage from ranged Devourers, Snipers, Rubric Marines, Soul Cannon Terminators. You're going to be able to restore your contested health much quicker, especially when you don't run out of ammo on your heavy bolt rifle. And then we're going to take Vital Data. Scanning an Extremis or Terminus level enemy restores Auspex scan by 50%. This is just going to allow you to get your Auspex back that much quicker. You get a 50% recharge on it when scanning those enemies. And then we're also going to take Battle Focus. After a perfectly timed parry or block, gives the parried enemy a mark from Auspex scan. Following that, we're also going to take Concentrated Fire. Auspex scan zone lasts 60% longer, and enemies marked by Auspex scan take an additional 120% damage, but they lose the mark when they leave the scanned area. This is perfect for those Terminus level boss fight enemies that you are going to encounter, especially on Absolute Operations where you can encounter 2 in 1 mission, and hard daily and hard weekly stratagems depending on the mission parameters. And then for the signature perk, we're going to take Radiating Impact, a melee finisher. Additionally, it deals significant AoE damage in a 10-meter radius. Cooldown is 90 seconds. For the prestige perks, the first perk we're going to take is Acuity. Each consecutive headshot increases headshot damage by 3% up to 15%. The bonus lasts 5 seconds without a headshot. And along with all our headshot perks from both the heavy bolt rifle and the honorific bolt pistol, Acuity is just going to create so many better opportunities for you to knock Majoris into an executionable state, knock down Extremis health very quickly, and knock off Terminus level health as well. Then we're going to take Skilled Supplier. Ammo reserve increases by 15%, and Fortitude health increases by 15%. And lastly, we're going to take Resilience. Medicae stims restore 40% more health. And again, for the tactical being a very squishy class, you just get more out of your med stims every single time, which is just going to keep you alive for longer. So that's going to be the entire build for the tactical with the heavy bolt rifle. If you guys enjoy this type of content, definitely make sure you like the damn video and subscribe. And here's some gameplay of me completing a hard daily stratagem using this specific build, so I do hope you enjoy.
Specs prime. Ravalage sent. Changing magazine. Victory from the mandibles of a carnifex. My gratitude. Just sent. magazine. Check your aim. Reloading magazine. First waypoint ahead. Let's take the count.
Demolition codes required to deploy and arm their ordnance. Source one from any soldier you see, alive or otherwise.
I have the codes, brothers. Captain, codes secured. The Emperor provides.
Proceed to the Prometheum refinery and complete the demolition preparations.
Picking up extra rounds.
Brothers, together we go. Impediments removed. Enough crew Prometheum here to burn for years.
Thalassa, the Cadians are running out of time. How close are you to the Promethean facility?
Arriving at the objective now.
You are making good time. We are going to need it.
Here the sacrifice of the many will be avenged.
Use the codes to break the wall and finish its deployment into the Crypt Promethean well. Cautiously, if you know what is good for you.
Disgusting Tyranid scum. Ammunition capture. All according to
Rights of activation have been observed. The generator's handling the machine god's name. Brain sequencing initialized. Confirm payload.
Overwatch needed on Generator 1.
Overcrowding alert at Generator 1. Unauthorized personnel. Observe your duties.
Changing magazine. Xenos sought to pursue. Now consumes its carcass.
X-axis aligned. By the Omnissiah's will.
Interference for Generator 4.
A bias machine. The sword.
Warning. Violent dismantling of Generator 4 in progress. Punished in iconoclasts.
Rearming.
Generator 2 under threat! Instability detected in Generator 2. Operator requested.
Target seeks to mobilize reinforcements. Eliminate it.
Y-axis aligned. Margin of error 0.0 nanometers. Blessed be the Omnissiah's divine precision.
Blessed be. Now deploy the damn bomb.
Attention. Crane drive is jammed. Perform the necessary cleansing to resume operation.
By his will, the crane is restored.
Drive train restored. Begin the course of locomotion patterns.
Captain, it is done. Now let us watch the Xenos burn.
There is an observation platform overlooking the Cryptomethium fields. It will make a good vantage for your ambush.
Equipment marked. All specs prime.
Swapping out magazine.
Fresh magazine in.
We have arrived at Nozick's facility. Run distraction efforts as long as you can.
I will fight in the thick of these Xenos as long as you need.
I will hold you to that.
For the Emperor! For the Emperor! Are we sure this place will hold together once that bomb goes?
There will be more burn than bomb in this one.
Getting broiled is not an improvement. All specs ready to scan. Exterminate. All specs flagged in Europe. Swapping magazine. If I fall, take the chapter's due. deserve such a soul. Europe's tactics were inadequate. Your specs cannot even compute their numbers. I alone must execute the Emperor's will. Disgusting Tyranid scum. Full specs ready to scan. Commencing full specs scan. Pathetic tyranny of population. My resolve is tempered. Fresh magazine in. Be ready.
Charges set, and the swarm approaches. Dig in. We need that bomb triggered for optimal yield. Orbital scan estimates the bulk of the swarm will not be in position for a while yet. Keep your heads and get it done.
Full specs prime. I see them coming, brothers. Plenty for everyone.
They are nearly upon us. The They are the angels of death, you creatures.
Fire trap initiated.
The bulk of the swarm is continuing along the predicted path. Continue holding. Coming from behind.
Let us prep another bird. Pathetic tyranny. The Emperor's
Halfway there, brothers. Keep it up.
There are more tyrannies seeking their deaths. Ground is seized. The Xenos are forming a pyramid. Feel
Alpha's almost fully committed. Be ready for my mark. You are clear to detonate. Cook those rotten bastards.
Target seeks to mobilize reinforcements. Disgusting Tyranid scum. Valiant to Titus. Greetings from the fire.
Tyranid biosigns down 90% and falling. Swarm annihilation confirmed. Excellent work. Move to extract. Extraction complete. Returning to orbit.